Hey, what is good, what is good, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who it is, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic video for you guys today. If this is your first time watching the Dr. Mike TV video, by all means, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely make sure you hit that like button. Also, check out the ebooks, check out the secondary channel, check out my information on my email, my Facebook, my IG. All of the information that you so wish to desire is in the description area below. Now today's video is definitely something that I believe a lot of guys are intrigued about. You guys might want to know Dr. Mike's personal opinions on this particular topic, which is why I wanted to give you guys top five qualities, traits that I believe make a good Filipina wife. Now, I really wanted to try to focus the information that I'm giving you guys strictly around Filipinas, because I know that it is very easy to say, oh, I want a woman who's trustworthy, loyal, honest, and stuff like that. But again, that applies to most ladies and from any race or any cultural background. So I tried to come up with a good top 5 that were more Filipina centered, or I should say more centered around women in abroad countries, you know, outside of the US. But tried my best to come up with a good top 5 for you guys to let you guys understand what I believe make good qualities in a Filipina wife. All right. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into this one, you know, rip it off like a band-aid like we always do. All right, number 1. It's not in any order, of course, but number 1, you want a Filipina that will fight with you and then turn around and fight for you, all in the same breath. I mean, you guys can have a knockdown, drag out, argument, disagreement, things like that. Things are going wrong. But the minute somebody says something sideways about you, she is ready to defend you at the drop of a dime. You understand? You want a woman that's going to defend you even if she's fighting with you. Like we were in the mall the other day and my girl saw, we weren't fighting at the time, but she saw some people standing on the stairs and looking at me kind of funny and shit, and she was staring a hole through them. I didn't even know what the hell she was staring at because I wasn't paying attention, but I know that even if I'm not paying attention and she sees some shit that's sideways, I know that she is definitely got my back on shit like that. That's a very, very key quality. She'll fight with you one way, she'll fight with you 1 minute and then fight for you the next. Yeah, you want a Filipina that will fight with you and fight for you. You know, flick other people off for you, you know, whatever it takes. Because that's the type of girl that you need on your side. You need a girl that is ride or die. Of course, I think that is a very, very good quality in a Filipina. Alright? So moving on to number 2. This one is actually important. You understand? This one is important to me, and I think it's important to all foreigners in general. Excuse me. You want a Filipina that can cook her food and also be able to cook your own food. Now, I love a woman who is culturally diverse. I love a woman that can make a good adobo, a good sinigang, chicken curry, etc., etc. But I would definitely love a good burger every now and again. You know, some barbecue ribs or something like that. Something that, you know, some home-cooked meal shit. And I think that if you have a girl that can cook your food as well as her own food, then you definitely got to keep her. That is definitely a quality, in my opinion, that you should look for in a Filipina wife. Or, you know, somebody that you look to spend time with, you know, for a significant amount of time. Alright, so number 1, a girl that'll fight with you and fight for you. Number 2, a girl that can cook, a Filipina more specifically, that can cook her own food from her own country and also cook food from your country as well, wherever you're from. Alright, I think that makes a great Filipina wife. Alright, moving on to number 3. Again, not in any order. A girl that'll stay with you through the lean times, aka the broke times. You know, a woman, that's pretty much standard. You know, I like that one though, because, you know, some Filipinas, you know, once the money runs out, they may run to another. You just never know. So it's definitely nice to find a woman that'll stick with you when you're broke, when you got money, you know, when you're going through the good times and the bad. All right, that's pretty much standard, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I included that one as well, because a Filipina that'll stay with you as a foreigner and you don't have no money, that's definitely a quality that I would look for in a Filipina wife. All right, moving on to number 4. Now, number 4 is definitely one that's interesting to me. All right, and maybe it's just me, and I think there's a lot of you guys who would feel this way, but give me a chance to explain it out if you guys don't quite understand, which is pretty much self-explanatory. Number 4 is you gotta be with a Filipina that can speak and communicate with you in English. Now, you know, I'm not saying, oh, you have to be with the most educated woman in the world, but it's just gonna be hard to have a relationship with a young lady that you can't communicate with. You know, if you're going through a problem or if you want to talk it out, it's gonna be difficult to talk to her if she doesn't understand you, which is why I do believe a Filipina that can speak good English. I mean, damn, she doesn't have to be perfect. She doesn't have to score a perfect score on the IELTS or something like that. She just has to be able to communicate and understand where I'm coming from, and also I should be able to understand where she's coming from too. Hopefully she'll be able to explain herself in English as well. So definitely try to find a woman that can communicate with you in English. You know, I mean, you could learn the language as well. That would be a good bonus, but you know, most of the time, especially if you plan on taking her back to your country, you know, you definitely want her to be able to communicate in English. That's a very good quality to have in your Filipina wife. Okay, very good trait. Now, number 5 is probably the most important. I did save this one for last specifically for a reason, you know, and I think this one is very, very dominant Filipina trait. This is one that I believe if you get this one in her, if you get this one trait in her, I think you're golden, all right? So pay attention, guys. Just get your paper and your pencil out, your notepad, get it going, all right? You should look for a Filipina. All right, now, yeah, I'm trying to word this the right way. You should look for a Filipina that is willing to defend you against her own family. You know, we've talked about this on many different occasions about how, you know, Filipinas are very, very strong, family-oriented individuals and stuff like that. And of course, you know, they're gonna listen to the family for the most part, but it's very good to have it's very good for a Filipina to have a quality wherein she's willing to defend you, stand up for you, because she loves you against her own family. Now, if she's willing to defend you against her own family, then that right there is a motherfucking keeper, bro. I don't care, because it's very rare that a Filipina will speak up against the family. Very rare. So if you find a young lady that's willing to defend you against her mother or her father or anybody like that for any reason, you know, it could be something as simple as maybe the mother and the father find a quality in you that they don't like, or, you know, they're expressing something about you that, you know, they don't like about you, but your girlfriend's like, no, 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 etc., and she's defending you. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Now, find a woman that's going to defend you against her own family, and if she does that, then I do believe that that makes a great, great quality in a Filipina. Now, you don't want her to, you know, be estranged from the family. I mean, of course, you don't want it to be that, you know, drastic or dramatic, but you have to find one that's willing to defend you against the family. When shit hits the fan, she got to have your back. Like I said, that's kind of how it all began. Willing to fight with you, turn around and fight for you. Alright, so with that being said, those are my top 5 reasons, guys. You know, make sure you comment down below if you have anything else you want to add to the video. That would definitely be appreciated. Definitely give this video a like. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. And with that being said, Dr. Mike is officially out. At least Nako. Paalam, which means I'm going down. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Bubuhay. Peace.